Don't see you.
It's me again, everybody. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Aren't they looking beautiful? Yes. Aren't they looking great? Yes. Hey, come on, I'm sure you agree with me that Helen, you look stunning. You look stunning. Right. Okay, without further ado, guys, we're going to have a speech, and our first speech is going to be the lady of the day herself. Can we give her a hand? Beautiful, guys.
Thank you! Oh my gosh, it's so lovely to see you all, and it's a real pleasure to see it all come together and have it all in place, because it's taken quite a lot of planning, hasn't it, Scott? Yeah, much to Scott's disdain, I'm reading off my phone. This is not the sort of thing that Scott likes. He likes the big paper and it to be well organised. But if you appreciate, it is colour coordinated. Yes, that sounds so good. My husband and I would like to acknowledge what amazing people we have around us that have made all of this happen today. There are many of you that have been so servant-hearted, generous with your time, and have blessed us in more ways than one to make today possible. I want to say a massive thank you to the three people that walked me down the aisle today: Oscar, Edward and Izzy. Oscar and Edward, you make me proud every day, but today was filled with an extra special pride. Thank you, boys. And to my maid of honour, Izzy. Izzy, you have genuinely added so much happiness and fun to my heart and to my home and to my family. There's lots of things I couldn't have done or achieved without you. Thank you. I love you. And to some other wonderful women in my life, those that have been there since day dot or through teenage years, and others through courses and changes in my life. To my mum, for your unconditional love and support, gentleness and kindness. I know my life has kept you somewhat on the edge of your seat, but you can relax for now. To Sue Cartwright, for your devotion and loyalty, consistent love and selflessness. You are one amazing lady and deserve to be told how incredible you are. To Inga, for supporting Scott and I from the get-go. The boys and I have felt such a level of acceptance and love from you from the very first day with you, for which I am truly grateful. And to Sue Stones, where are you? For your wisdom, your example, faith and fun, and of course your flapjacks. Keep it coming, please. I'd just like to take a moment here to raise a glass to Simon. Simon was an amazing man in my life and over the course of the last 4 years. His party in heaven will no doubt be bigger than this one, but we're giving it a good go down here, Si. To Si. Right, just drink, don't you?
Well, you ready?
Thank you also to Annie for the beautiful flowers. They are perfect. It has made them as what is your timely ear, your couch, your coffee pot and your prayer. And to the decoration team and media team who were here yesterday and into the evening, putting the final touches together. To Andy and Rosie for the amazing photography that will be, and to Sam and Tracy for your stunningly beautiful worship this morning. Where is Sam and Tracy? Thank you so much. And now to Scott. Before I give you a little chance to have a go at having the last say, I want to tell everybody just how wonderful you are. Many of you know or have learnt that Scott was in the army, and I have gathered that he has gained quite a few awards and recognitions over his time. Some which he doesn't really mention to people, which is probably best, as I hear some awards and experiences you get in the forces are best not celebrated. Those like being electrocuted with 10,000 volts by a fence that was supposed to keep elephants in. Being airlifted off ski slopes during the Royal Signals Annual Championships, just seconds into starting the race, with goodness knows what injuries. And crawling through channels and tunnels of poo and wee to lay communication cables in the desert. Scott Campbell proudly say that he has served 2 tours in Afghanistan, and amongst other medals has been awarded the Queen's Commendation for valuable service. This all sounds pretty awesome, and it is. At least it made for some impressive and funny stories on our first meetups. But it doesn't explain exactly why I fell in love with him. Scott, you genuinely are a hero, in the real sense of the word. You have been able to take on a family and all that carries, to love and to nurture, to weather the storms, and mostly my storms, to see the good and the not so good, to love not just one new person, but 3, and to carefully and considerately carve a way into a family unit with love and commitment at the heart. I have to say that when I thought about the verse in the Bible that says to become one, I always thought it would be easier if we just became me. But it's just as well we didn't. You have fervently grown into more of an amazing person every day that I have known you. Scott, I have seen that in the midst of building a relationship, a family, a community, a home and a life in Wolverhampton, you have grown into fully you. And watching you, so have I am so proud to stand here today and say that I am now your wife. Our journey together has been one in which neither has really ever expected to have again, and I am blessed to be standing here today, saying that I have found something wonderfully hopeful for the future. I think I can speak for the both of us when I say we will remember all that has gone and treasure everything that we are. And because of that, today we celebrate with a deeper joy than we could ever have imagined. We've been granted with something new and fresh, and I wholeheartedly receive that as a blessing. Scott, I can't wait to do life with you, to do family with you, to do living with you, to do adventure with you, to do growing with you. You really are one in a million, and this really is a miracle. Thank you.
Bear with me, guys. Oh, it's Scott. It's Scott. Right, go and give Mr. Robertson a hand, please.
That's going to be hard to follow. That was lovely. Thank you so much. I love you. And just to start, I echo all the thank yous what Helen gave there to all the amazing people that have helped bring today together and just being a part of our lives. So thank you so much. But in addition to that, I would like to thank a few other people. Firstly, the LifeSpring team and everyone else that's here from LifeSpring. You celebrate people well, and we could think of no better team around us to help make today happen. And bless us today, so thank you so much. To Izzy, not least for looking so beautiful today. but for all that you have been to Helen and the boys over the past few years. You have brought endless amounts of fun, excitement, joy, trips and adventure. You've been amazing. Thank you so much. Andrew Willis, Andy, my friend. I could think of no better person to steward our rooms today than a Sergeant Major from the Royal Corps of Signals. Yes. And my friend for life. We've experienced some awesome adventures together in the army and have many stories to tell. Thank you for travelling all this way to be here today with Jenna, Emily and Henry and share our special day with us. Thank you. So, Dan Waldron, Andy Gamble and all the other men from church who came together just a couple of weeks ago to organise a small stag evening for me at the driving range. It was really special, so thank you so much. And on top of that, Andrew Custis, I can't see where you are, there you are. Thank you so much for your reading today and for your support as well. Thank you, gentlemen. And thank you also to Linda and to Sue. Some may know of Nanny Lynn and Nanny Sue for your gentle and gracious support through everything over the last year and a half, and for your example of unwavering commitment to Helen and the boys. Thank you so much. We do have a small token of appreciation for you, which we'll do after all the speech and after food and everything, okay? Yeah. And to my mum, Inga, thank you so much for your consistency and resilience, for embracing all that I've been, all that I am, sorry. And all the time becoming. We don't need to go into the details. Your support's been amazing, so sorry everyone.
It's all right.
I was a troublesome youth. I made a lot of mistakes as a youngster, and you stood by my side, so thank you. And obviously, the army journey and the PTSD, everything, you've been fantastic, so thank you. Okay, thank you. We also got a small token of appreciation for you. And finally to Oscar and to Edward.
Hello.
Hello. For your constant source of entertainment and joy. We've seen snippets of that today, and I can't wait to see more of it over the years. For your reminders of fun, of humour, of curiosity and playfulness, and for showing me a childlike spirit that God has got this. Thank you, Oscar and Edward, you're awesome. And now, to my beautiful wife. I didn't think this would happen before I got here, so apologies. But those that know Helen well, you'll probably be thinking, Scott's speech has definitely been scrutinised, changed, read then, adapted, had everything done to it, whatever you're going to call it. But the truth is, this is the one thing I wouldn't budge on. I did it myself, so do forgive me. It won't be long and then we'll be able to tack into all that excellent grub over there. Helen, first time I saw you, I thought I was in a dream. The way your eyes sparkled at me and invited me in was mesmerising. That first date, with snowdrops falling around us at Lichfield Cathedral, was so special. We spoke to each other so comfortably, sharing our hopes and dreams for the future, right from the start, and every cell in my body said that this was right. I found the one. I refer to you as my beautiful angel, and I've done so since the beginning. I say this because I truly believe that God sent you to me and made our paths align. He sent you as a vessel to bring me to him without either of us ever knowing it. I came to Christ less than 3 weeks after meeting you, and I was baptised a month after this in beautiful sunny Scotland. That's something my dad always says. He couldn't be here today, but he always says how sunny Scotland is. I can assure everyone in the room he is Scottish, but it was not sunny that day and it was not warm. It was very cold in that loft, but it was a beautiful day nonetheless. Through you I discovered the love of Christ, and because of this I discovered the true meaning of the word love. The late Timothy Keller, who unfortunately passed only just last week, taught us in one of his books the meaning of marriage, but that marriage is God's very good idea. though he did also warn us that marriage is glorious but hard.
Yeah.
I accept that, but I embrace it too. I know that with God we have this, and it will be glorious, no matter what comes our way.
Yeah.
I made those vows upstairs before God, and I will uphold them all the days of my life. I'll shelter you when you're scared. I will comfort you when you're sad. I'll make you laugh, and I will lead you and our family through thick and thin, no matter the circumstances. As Tim Keller said, wedding vows are not a declaration of present love, but a mutually binding promise of future love. I mentioned earlier that our first date was in Lichfield Cathedral, and this is also the same blessed building where I got down on one knee to ask you to be my wife. What a year that had been in the lead up to that moment. For me, travelling down from Derbyshire several days a week, sometimes every day of the week, finding cheap rooms to stay in overnight. Before, I was very blessed and I was upgraded to Cora. For those that don't know, Cora is Sue's Volkswagen camper van. So she would drive it to the drive, and then that would be my home for the night. After this, I got another upgrade.
It was fun at the inn.
I got a promotion and I moved into the garage on a collapsible bed. How blessed I was. And after that I got another promotion. It was amazing. I moved into the living room on the collapsible bed.
That's alright.
And what a journey. And after this I was so blessed to have Andy and Rosie take me in as a lodger. And that's where I've been living for the last 9 months. So thank you guys. But we've done it now. We've done that journey, and now we're here as man and wife.
Yeah.
How blessed we are. Your love for the outdoors and desire to be out in nature means so much to me. You like camping, walking, swimming, discovering new places. You have adventure on your heart. And this is something I've been looking to share with someone all my life. The adventure has just begun. We are going to journey the world together. Is he alright? He's alright. We're going to journey the world together, making the most amazing memories as we go. Just on that note, in the first few weeks of the relationship course, which we actually started last January, only 4 weeks after meeting one another, we knew then, and we started the relationship course, and we wrote down our personal mission in life, and thereafter we wrote a shared mission statement. And I hope you don't mind me sharing this, but in our shared mission statement we said, by growing together, praying and planning, we will release the promises of God to children and to people to build a slice of his kingdom, to leave a legacy. We're living that vision right now, and we will continue to grow together and leave that lasting legacy. Some of Danny Silk's words from his parenting book really spoke to our hearts just a few months ago, and they're going to ring true forever. In it, he said, heaven is banking on us.
Yeah.
And I know that together we've got this, and those words will always be a reminder, both from Danny and from God. Not long, guys, not long. I don't even care if it even sounds remotely cliche, but I mean it from the bottom of my heart. You're my soulmate and my best friend. Thank you for choosing me and accepting me for all that I am and all that I'm becoming. You make me a better man, and you inspire me to continue growing, and I promise here and now to do this as man and wife, growing together on life's great adventure with Christ at the centre. I'd like to finish my speech by saying what an incredible job you've done today. You've organised all of this, okay? I know it's been stressful at times, but your resolve and diligence is a credit to everything that has happened today. Your attention to detail with the charts, the diagrams, the lists, the spreadsheets. I'm sure Emma Jane and Tony and everyone else has seen a lot of this. It's been unbelievable, but it's been second to none, and I can't thank you enough for all this hard work. On top of keeping me and the boys in check as well, so well done. Thank you. Would everyone please raise their glasses with me to my bride Helen and to many happy years of marriage. To Helen.
It's good for guys.
I'm now going to hand over to another fine-looking young gentleman in the room who is going to say grace for us so that we can tuck into the food. So I'm going to just pass over to you, Oscar.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, friends. Oh. friends, relatives, teenagers, children, and people who really came for the buffet. You'll be pleased to know that it's now time to say grace. Would everyone please bow their heads? Thank you, Lord, for this amazing, piece of planning that's gone forward. Thank you for the food that you've given us, and thank you for the hands that made it. May you truly bless it and fill our tummies with goodness, and let's not be hungry anymore. So Lord, thank you for this awesome time, and we pray that it blesses our tummy and time together. In your glorious name, Amen. Amen.
Excellent. Oscar, wow. Okay. So let me tell you how this is going to work. First of all, Scott, you're a proper smoothie. Proper smoothie. The first time I saw you, I thought I was in a dream. Right. They talk about snowdrops. Have you been taught to Dan Aldrin? You must have been. Right. So guys, I'm going to invite the bridal table to go for their food first, and what I'll do, I'll just tap each table one at a time in an orderly fashion. So please be patient with us, so guys. I'll let you go first. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
I'll go.